Hello everyone, my name is Haley. I am 19 years old and I am currently enrolled at GCU in the elementary education program. So today I'm going to be talking about dispositions of teaching. The disposition to teach is about the values and commitments a teacher provides to her students and community. So in this video, I'm going to discuss what dispositions I possess that I believe will make me a successful teacher, what dispositions that I am not fully confident in quite yet and need to continue working on before I begin my first year of teaching, and what qualities professional educators display. So to begin, dispositions currently that would allow me to be a successful educator are understanding each child and accepting them as how they come, whether that be their background, their race, situations from their home life, a disability, or one of the most important things I believe is how students learn. I think it is important to make sure they know that you stand with them. I think it's important to understand that each day in your classroom that no two students are the same and no two students are going to be alike. The second thing I believe that I possess is being able to build relationships with students, making them feel comfortable with being around me, making them feel comfortable coming to me if they have a problem or if they need help, allowing them to be safe when they're around me. I think it's important to allow yourself to form connections with your students. For example, some students do not have great home lives and they can come to you and only feel safe to talk about you or specific situations. So being able to build relationships with students and still be professional while doing so is very important. The third thing is having patience. I think it's very important to be able to keep cool, stay calm, don't get too worked up about things that go on in your classroom. I think it's important to never allow students to see you very aggravated, agitated, anything such. I think it's important to be able to allow extra time for them. If they're needing that help with learning, don't get upset if one is not learning as fast as the other. If it takes extra time for them to be able to produce and be a successful learner, then that is what is necessary and that is what you should be doing. Now I'm going to talk about what I need to work on. The first thing is attachment. I strongly feel the need to help out kids, which is why I've chosen this path. So the first thing is being able to set boundaries and maintain being professional. I think it's important to care for them, give them emotional support if it's needed, but I also have to recognize that sometimes I may be doing too much and be stepping out of my boundaries. The second thing I have that I need to work on is planning and preparation. I think I have to understand the process of planning so I can improve my teaching strategies and produce the best lessons possible for my students. I think it's very important to be able to learn how to plan so you're able to keep your students engaged and focused. I know that as I begin stepping foot into the schools and gaining that experience, that I won't have an issue with being able to plan for kids of different grade levels and different ages. I think I will be able to also understand how to guide my students after learning how to properly plan and teach. Lastly, to sum up the video, I'm going to be talking about qualities of professional educators. A few I've talked about so far, just as far as fairness. Everyone deserves to be treated fairly. Respect. Everyone deserves to be treated respectfully because that's what you are going to want as a teacher. Encouragement, being able to encourage the teachers around you that you work with as well as your students each day. Allowing your students to see that you are desired and willing to be there to teach them and support them through everything, as well as being able to communicate at all times. I think it's important that teachers are able to adapt through any situation that's being thrown at them, as well as being able to communicate. Just two more other things. Being able to be creative. always having new ways to teach, to allow your students to learn, and just being always able to push their knowledge and test their knowledge, I think is very important. And lastly, I have, once again, confidence. Know that you are good as a teacher, that you're doing your best, and that every day you are gaining something from what you are doing for these children. It's all a learning experience, and I'm very excited to see where I go.